Hey everyone, my name is Grant Partrick from Passion, and I'm so excited to lead us in the verse of the day today. It's been amazing journeying through Holy Week, and today is Thursday. Oftentimes it's called Holy Thursday, or maybe you've heard it referred to as Maundy Thursday. And that word comes from a Latin word which means commandment, or it's where we get our English word mandate from. And in John chapter 13, Jesus is giving a new mandate, some commandments to his disciples, some things that they are to carry out. And we see one of those in our verse today in verse 14. Jesus is speaking and says this, "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet." A really short and simple verse, but a difficult one to put into play for us. And in the culture of the day, it would be very normal for every house, every home to have a little bucket or basin of water at the door. And as guests would come over, some homes you would have a servant there that would wash the feet of the guests as they come in. And some homes you would just wash your own feet. I'm kind of glad this is not a cultural norm of the day anymore. But when Jesus says, "I, your Lord and teacher," He's acknowledging his status. In one writer writes it this way. He says, "There's no other example in any Jewish or Greco-Roman sources where a superior washes the feet of an inferior." And so even the disciples are a little bit taken back. They're kind of like, "Whoa, what are you doing? You're Jesus, and here you are on your knees washing our feet?" And Jesus is really teaching them that the posture that he carries and the posture his disciples are to carry is that we are to be servants. And I love that. You know, Jesus is kind of wrecking the cultural norms of the day. He's wrecking the ranking system, if you will. And all those still exist in our culture today. You see that all over, that there are people who feel like they're a little bit above or a little bit below. And Jesus is going, there really is no lines here in the kingdom of God. We are to serve everyone. And I love that. He's teaching us that the Christian life is not about looking for ways to build yourself up, but rather it's about looking for ways to lay yourself down. And so I wonder, just as we think about this simple verse today, if you can be really grateful that Jesus has washed us clean. That's a crazy reality. And then also he's challenged us to now take up the posture of a servant. So as you just go in your everyday life today, maybe it's in the carpool line or maybe it's at work, look for someone, go out of your way to take up the posture of a servant, to humble yourself and to value others as more important than yourself. And in doing that, we'll honor Jesus and we'll carry out this new mandate that he's given to us.